Hello YouTube, this is Jedi Sentinel 99 here, back again with another Star Wars video. Yes, I know I did say that I'm basically done with Star Wars because it's just not the same anymore. Since the last video I posted, y'all guys basically proven my point about people only there to see toxic and rage bait and clickbait videos of Star Wars, just being negative about it, and that's how much views it gets. Basically proving my fucking point on that video. But since I'm kind of a bit of a late, even though I've been new and know this, ever since this news happened, people didn't want to believe it until January the 15th, when it's been fully announced. Kathleen Kennedy finally leaving the LucasFilm, and Disney made Dave Filoni as the new president of the LucasFilm and the creative chief officer in the LucasFilm company. And of course, there is a co-president, which I honestly don't give a shit about her. She don't matter. I don't remember her fucking name. She's just basically another Kathleen Kennedy. Basically, Kathleen Kennedy size bitch or whatever. So who the fuck cares? So my thoughts on Kathleen Kennedy finally gone for good. I'm fucking happy that she's fucking gone. A lot of people I have seen both on Twitter and YouTube, they were cheering happily that Kathleen Kennedy is fucking gone. Because she honestly did not know anything about Star Wars. She didn't even care about the Star Wars franchise. I mean, for fuck's sake, she even backstabbed George Lucas that he asked her to keep a promise to treat the characters respectfully and care. And what did she do? She treated them like garbage and broke the one rule that George Lucas says. Do not kill all of the main three, Luke, Han, and Leia. And what did she do? She had Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams to have them get killed off. And then you have Indiana Jones, even though those movies are fucking garbage. Like, Star Wars and other Lucasfilm products are just got worse and worse and worse because of Kathleen Kennedy. Like for example, the Acolyte, we all know it was bad, and people were praying that one day she could fucking go and fucking leave because she couldn't care less for Star Wars. She only cares about the reputation, about women and feminism. That's all she fucking cares about. Ever since she brought that shit up, I think it was like during the sequel trilogy, when The Force Awakens was released, when she said the Star Wars is for females, the Force is females, the titles is female, everything about Star Wars is females. Like you really pushing people away, and like you really are getting rid of the OG fans to have a new Star Wars fans, but those new Star Wars fans are just not too damn interested of it. So the Star Wars products and the franchise was just not in a good place under her care, under her leadership. She's bad at being in leadership because she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Hell, right after she left, she says, and I quote, that I have no regrets of what I did or what I've done. Wow, you really gonna say that in the moment you leave? And you could have said that years ago, but you refused not to. And she did say there was one thing that she did regret was Solo. That was the only one thing that she regretted, it was Solo. Like, really? That's the only thing you fucking regretted? And another thing, she actually said this, that she blames the fans and the fandoms, not one simple fandom or one simple fans. She's blamed everybody in the Star Wars fandoms for hating The Last Jedi, for hating Rian Johnson, that made him leave, and not having his Star Wars trilogy that he wants to do because the backlash he got for The Last Jedi. So we basically have to confirm that, yeah, Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy films are canceled because of the backlash, and no Star Wars fans don't want to see his movies, so they don't want him near Star Wars. So, yeah, it never happened. So Kathleen Kennedy blames the fans for it for not liking The Last Jedi. And y'all gotta keep this in mind, The Last Jedi literally split the fandom badly. Like, not in my life, I have never seen the fandom be splitted so badly, so much badly than the prequel trilogy. At least the prequel trilogy is getting love and attention thanks to George Lucas, who was involved with the Clone Wars and fixed the issue, fixed some misunderstood, and add something that he couldn't add in the films. So people appreciate the prequel trilogy because of the Clone Wars. And Disney and Lucasfilm thought they could do the same thing for the sequel trilogy, but the damage is already done. People hate the sequel trilogy. We all know this. And when people are trying to sell the sequel trilogy products like movies, books, shirts, posters, figures, people don't buy them because they hate the sequel trilogy so fucking bad. And you don't see Finn, Rey, Kylo, BB-8 and on any products because they just hate the sequel trilogy, and they had to bring the OG Star Wars and the prequel Star Wars characters in their products because that's the only way they could make money out of it. And selling the Legends EU novels again that we all know and love. Not the newest ones, because there are some that got canceled because Disney on Lucasfilm. Like, starting selling the Legends EU books that we all know and love, because that's the only way they can make money out of it. Galaxy Edge is not doing so well because people do not like the sequel trilogy. It's just people blaming Kathleen Kennedy because she doesn't know what she's doing. And keep this in mind, they did have the original script. They did have plans, but they throw it out of the way because it's actually stated by Bob Iger himself when him, her, and JJ went to George Lucas' place, telling him to his face that they're not going to use his original script. They're just going to do their way, their decision. They're going to tell their story, not George Lucas' story. George Lucas felt betrayed, and he has every right to feel betrayed by this. And I think the wife, I think George Lucas' wife or his daughter, I can't remember who said this, that she blames Kathleen Kennedy for misunderstood George Lucas' vision and his characters and Star Wars. Like, I don't know who said it. This is actually was confirmed. I think it was his wife or his daughter saying that Kathleen Kennedy misunderstood Star Wars, never understands Star Wars, and never understood George Lucas' visions and understanding of Star Wars, and she felt disgusted by Kathleen Kennedy for not understanding and misunderstood everything. So, yeah, even George Lucas and his family just felt disgusted by Kathleen Kennedy for misunderstood everything that George Lucas made. So they blaming her as well. So yeah, you could tell it was that bad. Hell, you might as well bring this. I might as well bring this up too. Before I think it was in the Rise of Skywalker or the Force Awakens. I think Mark Hamill mentioned this in the when they were filming the Force Awakens. I think, yeah, I think it was the Force Awakens when Mark Hamill asked JJ about this one simple question. He asked if they could have like a 30-second shot between him, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford as Luke, Han, and Leia have the reunion to make the fans happy, and it's just a 30-second film, just a 30-second shots. He was asking if that's possible they could do that, so he asked JJ about it. And this is what JJ says. Mark, this ain't Luke Skywalker's story anymore. Like, without hesitation, saying that this isn't Luke Skywalker's story anymore. So, no. Like, wow. Wow, that's... Wow, okay. The fact that he has the balls to say that to Mark Hamill's face, that, yeah, we're not doing that because this is not Luke Skywalker's story anymore. Wow, okay. That shows that JJ doesn't care about Star Wars. He doesn't care about Star Wars. So keep him away from Star Wars. So, wow, just fucking wow. That's literally slap everyone in the face when everyone heard about this by Mark Hamill himself. He literally said this in I think he was in the group with the other celebrities when they were talking about, their lives and their journey of being the actor. And Mark Hamill mentioned, told this to everyone that he was around, saying that, hey, it was possible we get the main trio, Luke and Han and Leia, have their reunion, like 30-second shots. And JJ said to me, Mark, this isn't Luke Skywalker's story anymore. Like, wow. Like, you guys could find it on YouTube or on TikTok. Yeah, Kathy Kennedy, her around and being in leadership, she has not done a good job at all. She's the worst. I'm glad she's fucking gone. Now, you have people are saying that, oh, Star Wars is doomed because of Dave Filoni. Like, dude, chill the fuck out. Secondly, at least Dave Filoni cares about Star Wars and understanding Star Wars, unlike Kathleen Kennedy. And thirdly, did y'all forget that George Lucas took Dave Filoni under his wing? Did y'all forget about that Dave Filoni was George Lucas' successor? Did y'all motherfuckers forget all about that? Or y'all just too arrogant and prideful and denial assholes? Just don't want to not remember that. You just want that to be forget. I'm not saying that Dave Filoni is perfect. No, he's not perfect. He has his own flaws. There's some things I wish he could have learned to let go, like Ahsoka, for example. Don't get me wrong, I love Ahsoka as a character, but he's too protective of Ahsoka. Then again, we can't blame him because George Lucas done the exact same thing to be overprotective with Luke, Han, and Leia. So we can't blame Dave Filoni about that because George Lucas done the exact same thing in the past. So I can't blame Dave, but at the same time, he's gonna have to learn to let go and have his character be killed off eventually. She can live forever. Even though, which is kind of odd that JJ confirmed that Ahsoka Tano is alive in the sequel trilogy, which doesn't make no fucking sense. Like, how long does the Tukuden last? Like, how long do they last? Honestly, that's one thing I'm curious. And again, Dave Filoni does need to learn to let Ahsoka go by kill her off and ending her story, or just ending her story as a whole. But then again, like I said, I cannot blame him because George Lucas done the exact same thing when it comes to Luke, Han, and Leia for telling a bunch of authors to do not kill off the main trio, the main three, which is understandable, and I cannot blame Dave Filoni for that. And Dave Filoni is creative when it comes to Star Wars. We all could agree on that. Again, no one ain't perfect. Dave Filoni is a Star Wars fan himself. Let's not forget about that. He is a Star Wars fan as well. He have his own knowledge when it comes to Star Wars. Again, he was learned and became the successor to Dave Filoni, and George Lucas, and George Lucas took Dave Filoni under his wings. So I don't know why people saying that the Star Wars franchise is doomed because of Dave Filoni, which is fucking stupid and pathetic, and y'all just crying like a bitch, and or you guys just bunch of kiss asses to Kathleen Kennedy, or being Kathleen Kennedy's bitch. So I don't understand why people are bitching complaining about Dave Filoni will ruin Star Wars. He has done Star Wars pretty fucking well. And I don't care what y'all motherfuckers say. Like, Dave Filoni does a pretty damn good job for The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. Season 3 is questionable because I think that was kind of boring. Book of Boba Fett wasn't even that good, so that's strike 2. Ahsoka Tano series, that was actually really good. What else? Rebels, he did a good job on that one. The Clone Wars, he did a good job on that one. The Bad Batch, he did a good job about that. So, hell, I mean, the first thing Dave Filoni is doing is tomorrow we're getting a trailer of Maul Shadowlord. That's a good way to start. Give us a trailer for that. I mean, we just got a bit of a teaser, like 25-second teaser of be ready for the trailer tomorrow, which I am looking forward to it. Like I said, there's only 3 Star Wars that I'm only interested in right now. Is Maul Shadowlord, The Ninth Jedi, a Star Wars anime, and Season 2 of Ahsoka. That's it. And so that's the only 3 shows that I'm only interested in, not the movies, because it just doesn't feel the same anymore. And I think Mandalorian Grogu should just be a 4th season instead of just be a movie, honestly. So yeah. Then again, like I said, Dave Filoni is not perfect. He has his own flaws. At least he cares for the Star Wars franchise and understanding Star Wars. And he does listen to the fans. Sometimes he does. But he does listen to the fans. And I just do not understand why people just hate Dave Filoni because they just don't like him. Like, I try to see their point of view, why they hated him, but they don't give me the exact answer on their opinions on why. They just say, oh, I just hate Dave Filoni. That's not a... You need to give me a good reason and opinion why, not just straight up say you hate the person. You can't just hate someone over because you just hate him. That just doesn't make no fucking sense. And plus, Dave Filoni should have been the president of LucasFilm from the fucking start, honestly. Like, he should have been the president of LucasFilm from the fucking beginning. Because Kathleen Kennedy did not know what the fuck she was doing at all. And Dave Filoni deserved that title. He deserved that title, being the president of Lucasfilm and the creative chief officer in the Lucasfilm. He deserved that title. But the co-president of the Lucasfilm was that bitch name, another kiss ass and a another kiss ass of Kathy Kennedy and Kathy Kennedy's bitch, whatever her name is. I could care less about that bitch. She even looks like her, and I could care less, so she can fuck off. Because if I don't know you, if I never heard about you, you're just another spare blood. You're just another spare blood, just a waste of time. But anyway, am I glad that Dave Filoni is the new president of Lucasfilm? Oh, absolutely. I'm fucking happy. So, I just want to talk about this because I think this is worth a video to make to discuss, get my thoughts and opinions on it. And ever since the rumor started back after the sequel trilogy, when the rumor started that Kathy Kennedy is leaving Lucasfilm, that's been going on for years and years until January the 15th, 2026, when it's been announced that Kathy Kennedy is leaving officially and confirmingly that she is leaving. So, again, I am so fucking glad that bitch is gone. I am not gonna miss her. She could go fuck herself. I do not give a shit about that bitch. She has done a terrible fucking job. Like, oh my god, the whole feminist bullshit statement that she started, just wow. You really had to start with that shit. And I remember one thing when I think it was the Last Jedi panel where Mark Hamill, Rian Johnson, and Kathy Kennedy were at the stage, and I think Mark Hamill said something that made few people leave the panel, and both Rian Johnson and Kathy Kennedy just give Mark Hamill like pissed off look and shaking their heads to Mark, like, dude, what the fuck? They know what they were doing. They knew they were gonna piss off Star Wars fans. Like, I remember that so vividly. Like, when Mark Hamill said something, I wish I could remember what it was, and that made some of the Star Wars fans pissed off, and some people, a good chunk of people, left that panel, and Kathy Kennedy wasn't too pleased about this, and Rian Johnson, he was pissed. Like, I remember they were pissed at Mark. Like, they knew what the fuck they were doing. They knew what the fuck they were doing. And another thing, the fact that J.J. Abrams confirmed that, oh, we didn't have a plan, we're just winging it. Like, wow. The sequel trilogy, and y'all say y'all didn't have any plans? Y'all did have plans. You had the original script. But instead, y'all decided to do something else and go with your ideas, but y'all never had any plans. What the fuck? That really did piss off a lot of Star Wars fans when they heard about that, yeah, we didn't have any plans for the sequel trilogy, we're just winging it. Like, wow, okay, that's kind of fucked up, honestly. But I digress. I could care fucking less about Kathy Kennedy anymore. I'm glad she's fucking gone. She could go fuck herself. She could fuck off. So long, bitch. Your leadership has no longer required, and you are terrible at it. You suck at it, and you overdid it for worshipping and bringing the feminists in the Star Wars fiction that pissed off a lot of Star Wars fans, including some Star Wars fangirls as well, because Star Wars is for everyone, not for one simple fucking gender. You dumb fucking himbo. Like, god damn. I want to say something really harsh and fucked up, but I'm not gonna say that, because my mind wanted me to say something really fucked up, but I don't want to go that far. But anyway, so yeah, adios amigos, Kathy Kennedy. Go fuck yourself, and God forbid you're out of here. I'm glad you're fucking gone. Dave Filoni, congratulations for being the new president of LucasFilm and the creative chief officer for the LucasFilm as well. You fucking earn it, and you deserve it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social medias, will be down below the description box, you know, Joe. If you guys want to donate to support the channel, links to my Cash App, PayPal, Ko-fi will be down below the description box and in my bio if you guys want to donate to support the channel. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, and may the Force be with you always.